Do you want to become the go-to chiropractor in your city and fill your calendar with new patients in 2025? Every month, thousands of potential new patients are searching for a chiropractor on Google, and if they can't find you, they will choose someone else. Being the first chiropractor on Google will be the single best investment you make for your practice this year. Appearing first on Google isn't just about traffic, it's about becoming the trusted authority that patients choose first. This video is my complete guide to doing chiropractor SEO in 2025. I'll walk you through the exact strategy that I use to help practices like yours rank at the top of Google and dominate their local search results. No gimmicks, just proven strategies that work. And for those of you who don't know me yet, my name is Noah Igler and I'm the founder of Sustain Media. We help chiropractors get more new patients by appearing at the top of Google. There are three main aspects of SEO to focus on when trying to rank locally. Number 1 is your Google business profile. Number 2 is your website. And number 3 is tracking your results. Here's exactly what we're going to cover in this video. Part 1, your Google business profile. How to claim and set up your Google business profile. Exactly how to optimize your Google business profile. How to get more reviews for your Google business profile. How to build local citations. And finally, how to upkeep your Google business profile. Part number 2 is your website. How to do a basic keyword research to find the right keywords to target. How to make local landing pages. How to optimize your website's pages to rank for those keywords. And finally, how to blog to improve your Google rankings. My goal in this video is to walk you through all of these concepts and make them easy to understand. I've also included timestamps to make it easier to navigate through the video's sections. That being said, please leave any comments or questions you have below and I'll be sure to answer them. Let's jump right into it. So part number 1 is Google Business Profile SEO. So your Google business profile is that profile that comes up when you search for yourself on Google Maps. A lot of chiropractors don't actually know there's hidden potential behind this profile. It's not just a set and forget sort of thing. There's ongoing work that you can do to become the first profile on Google search. Step 1 is claiming your Google business profile. Most of you have probably already done this. If that's the case, skip to the time on screen here. Step 1 is to open Google Maps. So now you enter your business name in the search bar. I'm just choosing a random location here. And you see the Claim Your Business section. Just click on that. You'll click Verify. And then you'll select a way to get verified. And you're going to follow the on-screen steps to verify that you own this profile, and then you will get access. And bam, now you own your business's digital property. So step 2 is optimizing your Google business profile. Let's start with the title. So click on Edit Profile and then click on the business name. So your goal here is to target the right keyword and include it in that title. So I could just have Sustain Media because that's the name of my company. But because I'm trying to rank for SEO company in New Orleans, Louisiana, I'm going to have New Orleans SEO company. And I just use a dash to separate it from my business name. So the next section is your business profile's photos. So the goal with photos and videos on your profile is to show not only users but also Google that you have a very nice and clean office, you interact with patients in a nice way, and your patients are happy. So start by removing any low quality photos or videos. Here's an example of a profile that's done it super well. They have a nice waiting room and they have a clean photo of it. They have video content, which is great, although this is low quality. I would probably remove this. They have photos of the staff interacting with patients. They have photos of the outside. You really want to represent your practice well on Google. They have a photo of one of the practice rooms. They have a photo of a chiropractor with a patient. And they have photos of patients that look pretty happy. Before you upload these photos to Google Business Profile, you need to geotag them first. I like using this tool. It's called tool.goimgr.com. And what you're going to do is simply drag and drop your photo that you want to geotag. What you'll also need to do is click on close by your business profile. You're going to right click on it, left click on the coordinates, then you're going to head back over here. And in the latitude, you're going to copy and paste those coordinates. So we're just going to get rid of the latitude there. So now we have the latitude and longitude. As you can see, it's correctly in my location. And we're also going to include the keyword we want to target for, which will be chiropractor New Orleans, and you're going to make that chiropractor your city. We're going to copy and paste that in the keyword and the alt text sections. Then we're going to click write EXIF tags. We're going to click download, and bam, we have the new geotagged photo. So now to add that to our profile, we're going to click on photos, add photos, select images. We're going to click on the photo, and it is going to come up, and it will be pending for some time. Typically only takes about 24 hours. So the next step is your business name, address, and phone number. And really the goal with this is just to make sure that you have the same name, address, and phone number across the entire internet. So on your Google profile, on your website, on your citations, which we'll get into in a second here, you want to make sure that you have the same address, the same phone number, and the same name. So the next step is your services. It's very simple. Click on Edit Services, and as you can see for my profile, I'm adding all of the services that I offer to my clients. So I'm an SEO company, but I also do local SEO, e-commerce SEO. I run Google ads for companies, website design, website development, etc. For a chiropractor, what I would probably be adding here is sports injury chiropractor, car accident injury chiropractor, chiropractic adjustment, spinal decompression, etc. And go through all of the sub-services you have, add them in here. That'll help more patients find your practice. Finally, you need a good business description. So here is a template of a description that I use for some of my chiropractor clients. It's very simple. You start off by addressing the pain points of your potential clients. So for this chiropractor, the most common symptoms that people have is chronic back pain, neck stiffness, and actually the third was headaches due to tension. So simply call those out and then offer yourself as a solution. So practice name offers expert chiropractic care to relieve discomfort fast. Our drug-free adjustments correct misalignments, reduce inflammation, and restore mobility. And then also add social proof. So add how many years of experience you have, include your doctor's name, etc. So then the next step is to include your keyword within that description. So need a New Orleans chiropractor or Miami chiropractor. And finally, you're going to want to make sure that all of the important information is under 250 characters. So as you can see here, this is 584 characters, which is a little bit too big for Google. If you can see here, we go to my profile. This is only 250 characters that show. So we have to click view more to see the rest of it. So just make sure you fit most of the important information within the first 250 characters. So step 3 of your Google business profile is getting and managing your reviews. So getting more reviews actually starts by improving your patient experience and improving your service. You really can't expect patients to leave you a nice review if your staff wasn't super kind to them, you left them waiting for an hour, and your chiropractic adjustment didn't even help them. Here's the thing, people don't leave reviews by accident. You need to ask, but how you ask is crucial. I have 4 main tips. The first is to make it stupid simple to leave a review. Print out a sign like this and put it at your front desk. This makes it about 2 minutes to leave a review for every patient. Step number 2 is give discounts to people who leave reviews. So this is super simple. Offer 15, 20, 25% off their next chiropractic adjustment if they leave you a nice 5-star review. Train your front desk to say, "Hey name, if you enjoyed your experience today, would you mind sharing a quick review? You'll also get 20% off your next adjustment." And this strategy should bring you at least 5 to 10 reviews every week. Finally, respond to every review, and I mean every review, good or bad. Thank the happy patients, say, "Thanks for your nice words, we appreciate the stars." And for negative reviews, apologize publicly and then handle it offline with the patient. Google rewards active engagement, so being active in your reviews section of the profile is super important. And a bonus tip is to tell patients to include your target keyword or sub-service in their review. So instead of saying, "Hey, Dr. Carr was the best, recommend them to everyone," Have your patients say, hey, they're the best chiropractor in Miami, or hey, they're the best chiropractor in your city. And then, they helped me with my herniated disc. Including specifics and your target keyword will be super helpful in ranking you at the top for all those sub-services. Step number 4 is building local citations. Think of citations as digital phone book listings. Google uses these citations to see that your business actually exists and that you're reputable. To build citations, so you can start out with something as simple as Yellow Pages or Yelp. Simply set up a profile, include all of the correct business information, and bam, you got a citation. It's important to note, make sure that you do not mess up the business NAP or name, address, and phone number information. So let's say that you're in a big building and you have Suite 200. Make sure you have Suite 200 across all of your profiles and websites, not Room 200, not Section 200. Typically, the more citations, the better, assuming the sites are reputable. And if you want to save yourself hours of your time, you could work with an agency like myself or some sort of freelancer on Fiverr or Upwork to build the citations for you. So step 5 is simply upkeeping your Google business profile. Your profile is not a set and forget tool. You need to continue to feed it. After years of testing, here is how I upkeep my profile. It is important to be posting updates, offers, or events at least once a week. What you can do is just click on Add Update. You click on Add Update here. You can add an image here, and then you can say, it's snowing in New Orleans. Come in after it melts for a free consultation. And then you can add a button to book or do whatever you need here. You can also add updates about discounts or offers. So, 40% off all website designs in February. And then you start, end date, and you can post it. So post at least once or twice a week. The next step is to add fresh photos to your profile. As you can see, this is from 2 months ago, so that's not enough. This is from a month ago, but ideally you want to be adding new photos and videos every single month, and make sure they're geotagged. And then finally, just update your profile every time your name, address, or phone number changes. Make sure to update it here, on your citations, and on your websites. Alright, your profile is going to rank in no time. Stage 2 is doing website SEO. So step 1 is to find the right keywords by doing a basic keyword research. There are 2 types of keywords that we'll look at today. The first is primary keywords, and these are keywords like chiropractor New Orleans or Miami chiropractor. These are the sort of keywords that we'll be targeting on the Google business profile, as well as the homepage and local pages of your website. The next type of keyword is called a long tail keyword, and these are more questions or long queries that people search for when they want information, not a service. These are what we'll be using in the blog page. There's plenty of good SEO tools to use. If you're just looking for some keywords to start up your profile and website with, I'd recommend getting a free trial of SEMrush. There's no strings attached. You are going to have to enter your credit card, but just make sure to set a reminder to cancel the subscription before it bills you. I've linked SEMrush below in the description. So you're going to head over to the keyword tool, the keyword overview tool. Primary keywords are almost always the same in every single city. So here's kind of 4 different styles that I recommend for chiropractors. So let's just fill this out for Miami. So we're going to be looking at chiropractor Miami, Miami chiropractor, chiropractic Miami, and Miami chiropractic. Search in the US, and you're going to click search. And it is going to run a scan right here. You can actually update these just to make sure that you're getting the most accurate data. So this might look a little confusing, but let me just break it down for you. Here are the keywords. This is the intent. So C stands for commercial. That means people actually want services, not necessarily information when they search this. As you can see, let me let this load. Bam. Chiropractor Miami is by far the most searched. So this is typically how it works with all chiropractors in all cities. The chiropractor and then your city is always going to be the highest. So as you can see, there's 1,600 people searching for a chiropractor in Miami every single month. And as you can see here, the keyword difficulty percent, or KD percent, is out of 100, how difficult is this keyword to rank for? So 33 out of 100 isn't too bad, but this is kind of a vanity metric in that it's not the most important thing. If you're in a smaller city or town, don't expect the search volume to be over even 100 or 150. And that's totally okay, because we will still be able to target your ideal audience on Google even if there aren't as many as a big city like Miami or Los Angeles. So now let's check out some keywords that we can target for blog posts. I'll explain the importance of blogging and how to do it later on in this video, but for now let's just jump into the keyword research. So head over to the keyword magic tool and then search for chiropractor. And I like to do broad match and I like to do questions. So click on those and then you'll see all these results of common questions that people are searching on Google relating to chiropractors. So these are all things that you could blog about, but some are a lot better than others because they have less competition and there's still decent search volume. I would recommend answering questions that you can provide information to your potential users about. So, can a chiropractor help with a trapped nerve? This is perfect. The reason this is so great is because people are searching for this and they might have that trapped nerve, and so if they're in your area and you answer the question, they might just navigate over to your services and book a consultation. So I'm just going to look through these. Can a chiropractor help with a TMJ? Can a chiropractor prescribe medicine? Can a chiropractor help with a slipped disc, with a pinched nerve? And what you want to do is just add all these to that list that we're building. Now head over to Keyword Strategy Builder and you can click on that list. And this list should have all of your primary keywords as well as all of the blog or longer tail keywords. We'll get into why and how to write blogs later in this video. Step number 2 is optimizing your website's pages. So optimizing your website's pages to rank higher on Google is called on-page SEO. On-page SEO involves changing things like your title, meta description, keywords that you're using in the content, image text, and more. On-page SEO is going to be done in your website builder, which is probably something like WordPress, Webflow, Squarespace, Wix, etc. If you have a website guy, ask them to make these changes. Otherwise, I've linked in the description tutorials on how to edit and do on-page SEO for all of the main website builders. To help you out, here is my basic on-page SEO checklist. This will be in the description as well. So the first is the title. You want to make sure that includes your target keyword. So if you're targeting chiropractor Miami on your homepage, then you're going to want to add that to the title. You also want to make sure that it includes your brand name. So something like, Spirit Wellness Chiropractor Miami. And you want to make sure that this is less than 60 characters. So this is 34. This is perfect. Next step is editing the meta description. So you want to make sure it's not AI written. I don't recommend doing this, even though a lot of people will tell you. You want to make sure that it includes your target keyword word for word. So this is a description I just wrote, and you can see it is 148 characters, which is in that range of 145 to 60. But the issue here is I don't have our target keyword written. So right here, I could just add in, instead of come into our practice today to get your pain relieved, get your pain relieved by the best chiropractor in Miami. Bang. The next step is your headers. So on your website page, there's multiple different types of headers, but there's something called the H1. This is the biggest, this is the most important. You want to make sure that there is only one H1 header on your page. The reason for this is Google looks at your H1 header and it says, okay, this is probably one of the keywords they want to rank for. So you want to make sure that there's only one and that it has your target keyword in it. So an example of a header could be very similar to your title, but it could also just be, Elite Chiropractor Miami. You can make that your H1. So for page content, this is all the written content on your page. You want to make sure that you're using your target keyword naturally, but you want to make sure that it's not spammed. So don't just include your target keyword in every sentence, 3 times a sentence. This is not going to help. You probably won't rank for that target keyword. And just one more thing to note is making sure that your map is embedded in the footer of your homepage. So as you can see, here's an example. This chiropractor has 2 of their locations embedded on the page, and you can look at these locations on Google Maps. Step 3 is creating local landing pages. So if you serve multiple cities or towns, what you're going to want to do is make separate landing pages for each of those separate locations. For example, if you're in East Los Angeles, California, you're probably going to want to make the following pages: Chiropractor Los Angeles, Chiropractor Pasadena, Chiropractor Echo Park, Chiropractor Mount Washington, Chiropractor Glendale, and I could go on and on. Chiropractor Altadena, Chiropractor South Pasadena. You really want to cover all of the nearby areas and towns that you service with a separate landing page for each. So why do this? The reason behind making local landing pages is because it allows you to do 2 things. Show Google that you service these areas, you have information about these areas relating to your service, and then they'll rank you higher on Google. But it will also allow Google to understand that you're authoritative, you service multiple areas, you have expert information, and they'll give your website more authority. So here's an example of a really, really good local landing page. So they have their Google Maps embedded link, which is super important. They have all of their information. So they have the name, they have the address, they have the phone number, they have get directions, contact us. But one of the most important things is the lead magnet right here. So they have a really good discount, $29 initial visit, which is including consultation, exam, and an adjustment. And what this does is it entices people to book a $29 first visit. They fill out the information, and then they will reach out to the users once they fill this out. So why is this so good? If we look at the main header, it has their target keyword in it. So it's chiropractic Midtown Crossing. And the joint is their brand, but chiropractic Midtown Crossing is the keyword they want to rank for. They also have questions and answers throughout this page. So how can routine chiropractic care help improve your quality of life? And it has this really informative answer, and it entices users into booking. Another reason why this is so good is because they have their Google reviews included, and that just adds an element of social proof. So they also have their doctor information, so meet the doctors, and this is really good because it assures users that you have a nice doctor, you have a nice photo of them, you can give a little bio, and it also shows Google, oh, it's a real chiropractic clinic, they have an actual doctor, this is good. And then finally, they have pricing information. So you can see right here, plans and pricing. This is really important for showing Google you are real, and it also helps answer some questions that you might get from potential patients by just looking at your website instead of having to call in and ask your pricing. So step 4 is why and how to blog. Blogging is pretty much free traffic, but don't write blogs about the top 5 benefits of chiropractic care. It's boring. We're going to use the blog keywords that we found here. So, can a chiropractor help with TMJ? So, can a chiropractor help with a slip disc? So I'm going to just write a simple sample blog post for you just to show you kind of how I structure my blog posts. So we're going to actually just search this on Google to start with. I'm also going to put our target keyword at the top here. Keyword. And the goal is to use this keyword naturally, but not to spam it everywhere. Remember that. So I'm just going to click on the first ranking blog. As you can see, there is so much potential here. This page is terrible. Even if the information is good, Google would rather rank a functioning, good-looking page on Google than something that looks like this. So we're just going to look through and see what are they talking about, what are the main topics, what information do they use. They have what is a herniated disc, so we're going to copy that, put that into the headers, symptoms. So I'm just going to write symptoms, what causes a herniated disc or a disc protrusion. So causes, and solutions or treatments. So chiropractic care as a solution. Why does it help? And then finally, conclusion. So ending thoughts. So what I do for blogs in 2025 is different than I would have done 5 years ago. 5 years ago, I would have copied this article and just made it longer. But in 2025, Google's not looking for length or copying someone else's article. They want new information. They want unique and new information that isn't already on the blogs that are out there. So using your chiropractic expert opinion, which is not something I have, you're going to go ahead and just read through the top-ranking article, see what they talk about real quick, and then see if there's a gap. What are they missing? So for here, I'm just going to say that, maybe they're not talking about spinal decompression as a solution. And so what I'm going to do is you're going to fill out this information. So, a herniated disc is blah, blah, blah. Have like 3 or 4 sentences on what it is. Write about the symptoms. So, you might have a herniated disc if you are feeling, back pain, spine pain, tension in your neck, having trouble getting up and sitting down, etc. Go through all the symptoms. Causes. So, herniated discs are typically caused by sports injuries, car accidents, etc. Obviously, this is just sample information. You're going to want to go through and fill out all the information that you know about that I do not know about. Chiropractic as a care as a solution. So, regular chiropractic adjustments will be able to alleviate the pain from your herniated disc and help you recover your back. Put in the information. And then, so what this article may have missed is your unique insight. So what is that? For me, I'm just going to have a sample one. I'm not even sure if this is too applicable, but you're going to include, spinal, like your own header. So a new header, best types of chiropractic care for herniated disc repair. Spinal decompression is incredibly useful for helping herniated discs. And what you're going to go through is just fill out all this information, create the blog post, and then you're going to make sure that you have the right formatting. So we're going to get rid of this. We are going to have the title be the keyword. So also the H1. So we're going to go here, have our keyword, which is, can a chiropractor fix a herniated disc? And what we're going to do is put that as the H1. So Google only wants to see one H1, and it should have your keyword in the title. At the top of every single blog post that I make, I will have a 2 to 3 sentence answer. So herniated disc is a slipped disc in your back, in your lower back, that causes This is just an example of a 2 to 3 sentence snippet. The goal with this is to answer the person's question as soon as possible in a very concise manner. So you're not wasting time. You're not saying you have to read the whole article to get their answer. You give it to them right away, and this shows Google you are informative, you are helping answer the question, and they will put you at the top. And then we're going to go through and just add these headers, where we see fit. So, what are symptoms of herniated discs? We're going to make these H2s. What are the causes? Make this an H2 of herniated discs. What this does is it just helps Google understand what questions you're answering, what sub-questions you're answering. That's why you want to use headers effectively. And we're going to go through and do that for the entire thing. And you can see with this article, it looks terrible, but they have formatted it pretty well. So they have headers, they have short sentences separated by spaces, which is super important. Once this is completed, run through, make some edits, and then put it onto your webpage. In the description, I've linked tutorials that show you exactly how to publish this blog on your website today. Stage 3 is tracking and analytics. Step 1 is setting up Google Analytics 4. So we're going to head to analytics.google.com, and assuming you're logged in, you're going to click Start Measuring. You're going to add a account name. So we're going to add in your clinic name. Let's say that it's Chiropractic Miami. And you are going to click Next. Property name, we'll have it be the same thing. Chiropractic Miami. Enter your time zone information, dollars, and then click that. And then you're going to add in your industry. So we'll be doing health. Let's say we have a small team. Next, we're going to use this to generate leads, drive conversions, understand traffic, and view user engagement. Create, accept, click accept, and we are going to choose this, and then you're going to set up your web stream. So you're going to put in your website URL. I'm just going to find a random chiropractor for an example. I'm going to copy their address. We are going to add in that website data, create and continue, and we're going to need to set up a Google tag. So because this website was WordPress, it's going to say install with WordPress or install manually. Now, this could be confusing for you. If you are able to do this, you can just click next and it'll walk you through exactly what to do. So there's a tutorial here. If you do not have WordPress or whatever website builder you have did not pop up instantly, then you're going to click install manually. You're going to copy this. On YouTube, you're going to look up whatever your website builder is. Let's say it's Wix. Wix, how to add Google Analytics 4 tag. And that will walk you through exactly how to add that. And then once you're done, you're going to click test installation. This will obviously fail because we haven't done it. But if you have done it correctly and waited a little bit, that should work. And it should take a day or two before data is starting to flow. The next step is to set up Google Search Console. Search Console. Click on this, click on Start Now, and it's pretty simple. You're going to add in your domain. So click Continue. I just removed the www, and you're going to need to verify your domain ownership. So what you're going to do is go to wherever your DNS records are with your website domain. So oftentimes your domain is registered on GoDaddy or Squarespace domains, etc. And you're going to go to that login, go to the backend, click on DNS, and you will be able to add in a new record. So you're going to click add new, click txt, and you're going to simply copy this, put it in the information, and click add the record, and then wait 5-10 minutes, come to this page and click verify. Once it is correct, your verification will pass. So once you've done that correctly, your verification will pass. So I'm just going to walk you through real quick one of the websites that I have on this account and how it works. So in the home tab, we have ours set up a little differently, but pretty much it shows you views, active users, and you can track data here. And very simple, high level, you can click last 30 days and you can see how many users and traffic you're getting. With Google Search Console, it's a little bit different. It shows you clicks and impressions, not traffic. Clicks are essentially traffic or unique users. And so with this website, you can see over the past 3 months, I've only had 23 traffic, and it's been just slowly trickling in. So you can also see your queries. What are people searching to find your website? People are looking for New Orleans SEO company, sustained media, New Orleans SEO. So you can also see, you're also able to see what pages are bringing in the most traffic. So as you can see, the homepage here has 20 out of the 23 clicks, I believe. And so majority of the traffic is coming from my homepage. You can see over time the number of clicks you're getting and kind of the general trend of if your SEO efforts are working on the website. So the next step is just to see how your Google business profile is performing. And so to do that, you click on performance, overview, and I can see over time I've been getting more and more interactions. We can click on calls. Now this is just a testing business profile. This isn't actually a very active profile, but you can see over time you're going to be getting a lot more calls, bookings, so through your booking link, direction requests. As you can see, it's ramping up over time, and then finally website clicks, so people that are clicking on the website button. And that's the end of the video. Your 2025 guide to dominating local search results and ranking first on Google as a chiropractor. If this video helped you, please scroll down and hit that like button. It helps me help more people like you. If you have any questions or concerns, leave them below and I'll be sure to get back to you. And if you want my help filling your calendar with new patients in 2025, click the first link in the description to book a free, no strings attached consultation with me. See you in the next video.